4 reasons why watercolor painting is perfect for beginners. 1. Watercolor painting is inexpensive. When compared to other painting mediums, such as oil or acrylic paints, the cost of watercolor supplies is generally much lower. This makes it a great option for those who are just starting out and don't want to spend a lot of money on supplies. A set of high-quality watercolor paints can cost as little as $10 to $20, while a set of oil paints can cost upwards of $50 or more. Additionally, watercolor paper is generally less expensive than canvas or other types of painting surfaces, with some options starting at just a few dollars for a pack of 10 or more sheets. Of course, the exact cost of watercolor painting supplies will depend on a number of factors, including the quality of the supplies and the brand you choose. However, in general, you can expect to spend less on watercolor painting supplies than you would on other painting mediums. Another advantage of the lower cost of watercolor painting supplies is that it allows you to experiment and try new things without worrying too much about making mistakes. If you're just starting out with watercolor painting, you can buy a few basic supplies and practice your technique without breaking the bank. So if you're looking for an inexpensive way to start painting, watercolor painting is definitely worth considering. With a few basic supplies, you can create beautiful works of art without spending a lot of money. Plus, as you become more experienced and skilled, you can always invest in higher quality supplies. 2. Watercolor painting is forgiving. Unlike other painting mediums, watercolor paints are more fluid and easier to manipulate, making them more forgiving when it comes to mistakes. For example, if you make a mistake while painting with watercolors, you can simply add water and lift the color off the paper. This is not possible with other painting mediums such as acrylic or oil paints, which can be more difficult to correct if you make a mistake. The forgiving nature of watercolor painting also allows you to experiment with different techniques and styles. You can try different brush strokes and color combinations without worrying too much about making mistakes. This can be a great way to explore your creativity and develop your own unique style. In addition, watercolor painting allows for a lot of happy accidents. These are unexpected or unplanned effects that occur during the painting process, such as when colors mix in unexpected ways or when the paint spreads in an interesting pattern. These happy accidents can often lead to some of the most beautiful and unique paintings. So if you're looking for a forgiving and flexible painting medium, watercolor painting is definitely worth considering. With its fluidity and forgiving nature, you can experiment and explore your creativity without worrying too much about mistakes. 3. Watercolor painting is portable. One of the best things about watercolor painting is that it's portable. That means you can take it with you wherever you go and create art on the fly. Think about it. With just a few small supplies like a paint set, some brushes, and a pad of watercolor paper, you can create beautiful art no matter where you are. Whether you're on a road trip, a plane ride, or just chilling at the beach, you can whip out your paints and start creating. Plus, because watercolors dry quickly and don't take up too much space, you don't have to worry about lugging around a bunch of heavy art supplies. You can pack everything you need into a small bag and be on your way. And let's not forget about the inspiration that comes from traveling. Whether you're exploring a new city or soaking up the sun on a tropical beach, there's always something new and exciting to paint. And with watercolors, you can capture those memories in a unique and personal way. 4. Watercolor painting is versatile. Are you someone who loves to experiment with different art styles and techniques? Then watercolor painting might just be the perfect fit for you. Watercolor is a versatile medium that can be used in a variety of ways to create stunning art. One of the great things about watercolor is that it can be used to create both realistic and abstract art. Whether you want to create a portrait of your pet or a colorful abstract landscape, watercolor can do it all. Another way watercolor is versatile is in the variety of techniques that can be used with it. From wet on wet to dry brush, splattering to lifting, there are so many ways to use watercolor to create unique and interesting effects. And let's not forget about the different surfaces that watercolor can be applied to. While paper is the most common surface, watercolors can also be used on other materials like wood, fabric, and even glass. Watercolor is also a medium that can be combined with other materials like ink, pencil, and acrylic paint to create mixed media pieces that are truly unique. With its versatility and endless possibilities, the only limit is your imagination. In conclusion, watercolor painting is the perfect choice for anyone who wants to explore their creative side, whether you're a beginner or a seasoned artist. Not only is it inexpensive and forgiving, but it's also portable and versatile, making it a great medium for artists on the go. With watercolor, you have the freedom to experiment with different techniques and surfaces, allowing you to create unique and one-of-a-kind works of art. So, if you've been hesitant to try watercolor painting, now is the time to give it a shot. Whether you're looking to create a beautiful landscape or a whimsical portrait, Watercolor is a medium that will allow you to bring your vision to life. Check out websites like Watercolor Affair or YouTube channels like The Mind of Watercolor to learn more about this fascinating medium. In the end, watercolor painting is all about having fun and letting your creativity flow. So grab a brush, some paint, and let's get started. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. For a more in-depth look at this topic and many others, please visit us at 4reasonswhy.com. 4reasonswhy.com, articles for everyone.